2, 1. I forgot how we started.
We back?
Is it we back?
Baby.
We live.
We back, actually.
We back. We are back. We back, baby.
We back, baby.
We back. We back. It is a brand new motherfreaking episode of the Bros With No Hoes Podcast. This is the season finale.
This is the season finale.
End of season one. Very happy to have made it to this point. I didn't think we would be here.
Y'all
Honestly,
on that long mid-season break.
There was
that long break. That one we were like, damn, that show's still on. They come back with different characters and shit. See, I knew they was gonna get rid of her.
You don't even remember what the cliffhanger was.
Yo, son, did they have kids? That kid ain't have no mustache last time. Oh, they wildin'. How long they took a break? People, we are so happy that brand new episode of Bros and the Hoes Podcast, episode 25.
25.
Very significant because it's Christmas. It's Christmas time.
Oh, so
holidays.
25 on the 25.
Holidays, you know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like that's a nice number to finish off the season on.
Of course.
So, just, about we supplied you guys with about half a year worth of episodes. You know what I'm saying? I feel very proud of ourselves. We said we were going to start a podcast in the beginning of the year.
And we did it.
And we goddamn sure
did it. And we stayed consistent for the most part with it. Well, for one, I am Chase P, a.k.a. Chase a la Mode,
so
a.k.a. Young Pinot Grigio, if you do not remember,
yes,
or if you're just now joining the Pinot gang. Welcome.
I hope some people are like listening to this for the first time and like, I just wanted to see what this is about.
Yeah, I always fucks with that.
You know what I'm saying? So I forgot my Pinot gang hat. I left it at home. I'm mad now.
I do.
But this is VinceBracy.com, man.
Yes.
Happy to be once again on your microphones and your earbuds and your cars, wherever you listen to us to, because it's been too long since we've been away. Obviously, we're going to let you guys know what we have been up to if you haven't been keeping up with us, I guess, keeping up with the bros. But yeah. We'll start off, and of course we gotta mention that we're in the fabulous Phoenix MPM Studios,
newly renovated. It
looks really nice in here. Yes. Oh, we got air horns in here. I love it a lot. So Chase P, you want to start off? First off, letting the people know what Chase P has been up to and why we haven't had no goddamn episodes.
We haven't
of Bros and the Hoes Podcast.
Not only do we not have any hoes, but we didn't have any episodes at the same time. Man,
the hoes never showed up.
Damn, it's been a lot going on. The last episode that we had, I was 29 years old,
which is good. It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
I was 29.
And I'm glad you started with that. We're gonna talk about that too, man.
I was 29 years old. I am now officially done with my 20s.
Congratulations.
I'm officially done with my 20s. I am.
Yes,
thank you.
Phoenix done upgraded. Phoenix done got a whole studio audience in here now. Like
I am now a part of the 30 club, the 30-year-old club. I'm officially a grown man. I'm no longer a little ass kid.
Let's get it.
It feels good. I think it was the first year in the last like maybe 15 years where my birthday hit and I didn't have no like immediate reaction or emotion. It was kind of like a smooth, like, wow, like I'm really transitioning out of like my youth and transitioning into manhood.
That's good.
It felt good. Like what did I do? I didn't really do much.
Yo,
my
your
birthday
30th birthday, you don't do shit, bro.
I didn't really do much. I had some friends
do.
that
Some people do.
Yeah, some people like travel and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was broke, so I couldn't travel nowhere.
Feel you.
But I went to this little nightclub that night. I went to some nightclub with my friends and like we, had some drinks or whatever. But for the most part, it was like a real chill night. Like it wasn't a chill day too. It was a Friday too, so I had to work. So like went into work, like the day went smooth. Then after went with my friends, like we went to some bar. They just like had a couple of drinks. It was like a real chill, smooth day. And like I think
I slept for my 30th and 31st birthday.
Yeah. And I don't think it really hit me until maybe like a month after.
When somebody asked you how old you was?
And I was like, I'm 30. And I was like, shit.
You like 20.
It's like, yeah, I'm 30 years old now. So it feels good. But
That's good.
Overall, I feel really good. I went into this birthday on a positive note. Like I didn't have any, like you ever like had a birthday and then like you was just feeling like all fucked up and it's like, damn, like, and it's my birthday and I'm just feeling all, like I did not feel fucked up. Like I had no
I hope
bad
to
emotions.
not feel like that.
Yeah, like I had no bad emotions. Like everything was just like cool, chill, smooth. So I'm glad to have made it because niggas could have been in a box right now or some shit. You know what I mean?
A stand-up box or a laying down box.
Exactly. So, man, feels good.
That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Yo, knowledge, age, maturity, all that good stuff.
Shit,
all
man.
that good stuff.
I
So,
think
yeah.
everybody should experience it. I don't know what the age is for everybody. Like some people may feel it at 40, some people may feel it at 20 or 18 or 50, you know, like that moment where you feel like, wow, like I'm really becoming something completely different. I'm lucky that it came at 30 instead of like 40 or 50. But like I really do feel like it is time to like
some
take
people
a
don't
different.
some people don't even get that. Some people
don't get it.
You know, there's people that they might not admit to being jealous or envious of like younger people that have found themselves younger. But it's kind of like anytime you see like older, like bitter people, you can kind of tell it's like you're just not happy doing what.
You're just not happy doing what
the
you're
way
doing.
that your life turned out, and it's understandable. But there's always ways to turn around. There's always ways that you can like. And from this moment on, I will live my life like this, and this is how I will live it.
Yeah.
So that's been one of the biggest realizations for me over the last few years. I've talked about it on this podcast before for anybody that's listened. But yeah, man, 30 and 31, like I said, have been kind of fake trash just because for the adulting part of it. But like, yeah, coming into yourself, realizing certain things about yourself, realizing that you have control over a lot of things. And also just a little bit of the maturity and realizing that.
And plus too,
I don't
like
have to go out clubbing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
Friday night, that couch looking a little comfortable. You know what I mean?
You know why people used to feel so like old, like probably like 10, maybe 15 years ago and stuff like that? Because social media didn't exist.
Oh yeah.
So it's like now we have memes about being old, and it's like, nigga, I don't feel like going nowhere. I just
don't feel like.
I absolutely don't. You know what I'm saying? Even I think it's funny when girls post stuff about like being laid up with their cats and stuff like that. I'm like, that's funny, but
that shit happens.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't be want to do stuff after a while.
Yeah, and also too, like I think when you hit this age, hold on, I'm only coming in one ear. Pause. Thank you. I got both now.
Keep that, please. Oh Lord.
And also too, the thing about transitioning into a new age, it's like you were saying, like people never get it at a certain age. Like some people may never get it, or they may get it late. And it's like, I think you know that you know what you're kind of destined for when like you hit a certain age range,
right?
And like you still like, nah, like I could still do this shit. Like I'm still like 100% with the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like even you've been doing this shit since like 20s. You know what I mean? Early 20s, and then now you hitting into your 30s, and it's like, no, like I still have the same energy for this that I did when I was in my 20s, and I feel the same way, and even much more now. Like I feel like I have more energy to do what I was passionate about back in my 20s, because it's like, damn, like now that's the real shit. Like shit is really about to go down. Like I really need to like put in more energy and shit. So
and that's the only thing I encourage people to do all the time. Like, yo, and I told people, shout out to all my movement. It's gonna be a lot of shout outs this episode, a lot of yout outs. Shout out to all the movement people. Yesterday I stopped by the Movement Mondays, the last one of 2019. Also, I'd let them with, same thing I leave everybody with. Like, just stay on it, stay on your grind.
Yeah, keep it going.
Because most people aren't willing to work 10 years for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you know ahead of time that that's how long it's gonna take to get what you want, then if you're willing to put that in, get on it.
I think Little Duval posted it on his Instagram. He was like, if
Little Duval is a great example.
That's my pastor, man.
Great example.
Pastor Duval. He posted on his Instagram, like, if you're going to get into entertainment, set aside like 10 to 15 years of hustling.
And I knew that's what it was going to take.
Yeah.
And I'm still not there yet. So I'm ready for the next 10. This is me starting over.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I'm almost at 10. But I mean, I definitely put in my 10,000 hours, but I think once you put your 10, I feel like this is how I feel like it is. I feel like the 10,000 hours is like the prep, and then you preps you for the 10 years that you need to put in.
Yeah, that's all.
To get your shit.
That's all.
10,000 hours.
You gotta do 10,000 hours before, so you can be a master, and then once
you put
master,
your 10 years. Yeah,
yo, I say I was a decent host 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was all it took was something I told them last night again. Trying to do it as much as I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? To get to a point where it's like, all right, I know I'm nice now. Who got money for me? Let's get it.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, man. I'm at like maybe 6-7 years now with this shit. So I got like a good 3 more years of like
the grind work, the dirty work, and don't ever be afraid. And this is for anybody, for any position. Like, don't be afraid to do the dirty work at any point in your career.
Yeah.
You know? Don't be afraid to do it. Don't shy away from it. Don't feel like you're too bougie. Like, obviously, I feel like I'm gonna get to a point where it's just like, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? There's certain things, but I'm never too bougie to do stuff. Like, I've worked with DJs in the past few years that'll be like, oh, you set up equipment? I'm like, yeah, that's how I started doing it, and you're doing it by yourself. So I'm working with you all night. I would like to help you for a little bit, so we can hang out and get to know each other a little bit more before we rock this party of strangers that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I still set up equipment. I still try to have a hand in everything. Like, I still be doing shit for free.
Absolutely.
You know, I still be calling people saying, hey, can I work with you to put this together? You know what I mean? All that stuff. So I think right now, I mean, of course we're going to get to a point where like deals is going to be, I'm doing nothing but deals, but
I'm doing a lot of deals in 2020. I'm putting that out there right now.
I'm doing bigger numbers. I'm not going to say the deals thing yet, but I'm definitely doing bigger numbers than what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
I'm expanding my network much more for 2020 and putting myself out there. And I think like one of the things that I'm learning, just like as I'm growing in life, like the motherfuckers who really be making it is the motherfuckers like who don't be scared to put themselves out there. And like, cause I know a lot of trash motherfuckers, and that's not even just in film, it's just in general. Like, you know some people out there who are trash.
Absolutely.
But like the reason why they got eyes on them is because they just putting themselves out there and people are seeing them. So
I always mess up that quote. Is it hard work beats talent?
Yeah.
When talent doesn't work hard?
Yeah. Something like that.
There you go. I'm a lazy ass mofo. I'll tell you that straight up. So I know there's people that are not as talented as me that are getting way more shine because it's about who you know. It's about the amount of time and work that you put in. They might have a better graphic designer. They might have, you know what I'm saying? They might know more people, and they might just have more. It's possible. Like, I have people tell me like, oh, you're one of the most motivated people I know. It's possible that somebody could have way more motivation than me, but just not. You know what I'm saying?
not putting it out as much.
We see how the rap game looks. We all know somebody that could spit. That is not nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Cares about or nobody's seeing. It's really all about who sees you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, this game, if you're trying to get an entertainment, like at the end of course, talent. Like, I feel like if you have both talent and eyes on you, like you can go far. You know what I mean? Some people just have the talent, some people just have the eyes on them. So the people with the talent don't have no eyes on them, so it's like they're not really going nowhere. But the people who have eyes on them are going somewhere, but they're not going somewhere that long. You know what I mean? Like, the eyes only stay on you for a limited amount of time.
That's right.
So you got to have both the talent and you got to get the eyes. And I think this 2020 is more about me getting the eyes, because I've been in the shadows, like working, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the shadows like crazy.
Let's get it.
Like, and I think I said this in the car too, like mad motherfuckers who's not as talented as us are eating out there getting fat. Eating out there getting
That's why I was
fat.
like, I was scared. I was like, yo, we took too long off. Are we gonna keep doing this? He was like, yo, we gonna keep it going. We just at our own pace, you know what I'm saying? Give people some gems, still working our own craft, but also at the same time, like this is a powerful platform.
Exactly.
You know, obviously we just started this year, but our platforms are growing in itself. So you know, this is something that we want to be able to capitalize on. And use our advantage. And I feel like not just as like a media thing, not just as a, hey, I hope one day we'll be able to do some live shows and sell some ads on this bad boy, but also like just in 24 episodes, we've seen how many people we've touched and affected. I'm just really appreciative that, people that are listening, like, you guys are our network, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we have to use. Like, I say it all the time. I just want my people to succeed.
You know what I'm saying? Want you to shine, B.
You know what I'm saying? We just want you to shine, guys. I want all my people to raise up. That's why I try to give out as much advice and stuff as I possibly can. So in your 30th year, my 31st. Technically, this is going to be my 31st year, but me turning 32 is my lucky number. So I'm really excited about my 32nd year, I guess. But 2020 is gonna be me turning 32, which is my lucky number. I'm excited about that. But yeah, so in this next year, we've been up to some business, and we got some plans out here. I don't know if you want to talk about your plans. We try to real G's move in silence like lasagna. You know what I'm saying? As you guys have noticed by now, but I do want to list off a couple things that we have been doing, and maybe some stuff that you plan on doing in the new year. And I hope you guys have already been. I don't know if you care about resolutions and stuff like that, but I hope you guys have been working on your goals. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be pushing on people. So I'm happy to say, like I said, I've did we even talk about it on the podcast yet? I don't think we have.
No, I don't think we made it like an official announcement. So official announcement.
Yes. If you are wondering why you haven't been hearing VinceBracy.com and you haven't been paying attention to his social media, it's because VinceBracy.com, as I told you guys I was moving to Cali. I am now currently holding down my position as the in-arena host as of the Los Angeles Clippers. Yeah, the sound effects was late.
Yeah, our sound effects guy completely late on that.
Yeah, so I've been holding down that job. I'm really, 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 really grateful. I honestly say this is my dream job. I don't know if you've ever had your dream job before, but I have in the past. And you're always supposed to, level up even on your dreams. Yeah. So I want to be able to hold this position down for as long as I possibly can. But I know there's definitely this is gonna be the catapult for what takes me to the next level. So that's what I've been working on. Haven't been doing any other weddings or anything like that out there. I do want to get into that in LA. So I'm happy to be back in New Jersey for the week, just so we can get the season wrap up. Podcast
definitely
going.
Season wrap up.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so my 2020 is going to be focused on motivation, if you couldn't tell by how my life is going already. So yeah, I'm actually currently taking I have a motivational speaking coach. Shout out to my guy Karan Bolden, the greatest speaker and speaking coach alive. So we're working on some stuff. He's got a tour coming up next year, and you know how I like being on tours and talking to people.
Tours is dope.
You know what I'm saying? So when I have time, I'm working on putting my motivational speech together, which is basically just filled with all the little nuggets that I be giving you guys all the time and stuff like that, just in a more concise and organized manner. And yeah, I'm about to go on tour to speak to the youth and actually the adults also.
That's what's up.
So yeah, expect I'm gonna say it straight up. For my listeners out there, I'm not gonna tell the world yet. I mean, I might put it out there. Hold on, but I'm telling certain people that I am working on a book. This is the first of who knows how many. You know what I'm saying? But I am working on a book. I do hope to put out a book this year. Next year I should say. I do hope to put out an album next year. I thought Phoenix was gonna be more excited about that, but I think I told him about that. I think I told him already. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. I'm working on building myself, being really, really good at my job, and hopefully cheering the Clippers to a championship.
Yeah. First of all, the Clippers thing that's like big.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's real big, and I'm very proud of
Thank you, man. Thank
you got that, because that's definitely something that I remember, like, just chilling, and you was like, "Yo, like, I'm really." I think at first it was the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to do with the Knicks
because I'm a New Yorker. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously. It was like, yeah, man, I would love to be like one of those in-arena hosts for like the Knicks or like the Nets or something like that. And I'm like, man, listen, if it was meant for you, man, it was meant for you. And
once I found out the job existed, I was all the way on that, man.
Yeah.
But it took some time. That's all. Like I said, you gotta be ready to sacrifice and actually grind for what you want. That's
exactly. Yes, I'm definitely proud of you about that. I mean, for me, ending 2019 is definitely finishing up, the last few projects that I've been working on. this past year, and really just trying to make sure that those are to perfection. I'm not really, I hate the word perfection because I'm not really like a perfectionist. Like I'm not like that type of person that will never. And before I continue, like that's one thing too. Like don't be one of those people that use like, oh, I'm a perfectionist as an excuse for you like not putting your work out.
Absolutely.
Like niggas be saying that shit.
Absolutely, because I admitted that I was a perfectionist at certain things at one point, but it's kind of like you have to find a way to hack yourself. Like you have to know like, all right, this, I know what the best of my ability is. If I know that I need to put something out, but it's not going to be like 1,000% every single time, then I need to find a way to lower my standard of work in some way without letting the people know. And this is little marketing techniques and stuff like that. I need to lower my standard of work so I can produce more. Just the same way that motherfuckers put what is that, water in the liquor bottles in the club,
just to make it,
or they put bullshit in our food to stretch it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lower the quality a little bit,
so you can put
to
out
be able to
higher
produce more.
quantity. Yeah.
So it sounds fucked up that that's what they do to us, but like
that's the way to do it. That's the American way.
You can't be. And I consider myself a perfectionist along a lot of things. Some things it requires that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But sometimes you don't always have time.
You know, the man you get coke from done cut it down. He done cut your shit down down 5 times. He done cut it down to give it to you.
You sniffing baby powder out here,
by now, or some baking soda. Yeah, so don't be one of those people who hide behind like the excuse of being a perfectionist as like a means to not putting your shit out. And don't, like, a lot of people compare their shit, whatever it is, whether it's a podcast, whether it's like a YouTube channel, a film, or whatever. Like the thing that we tend to do, especially as creatives, like we tend to compare our shit to like the shit that took like $1 million to make. Don't compare your $100 project to somebody's $1 million project. You know what I mean? So that's really what I think for me, that's the reason why I was able to like get so much shit out, because I was never like, oh yeah, like it needs to look like, you know, how you see that thing, you know, when you see that thing, like I needed to look like that. And it's like, yeah, you could, but like you that's a million. That's
from Michael Bay, Steven Spielberg effects. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
I always say that it's good to look at that so you know how to gauge. Like, all right, so this is the top. You know what I'm saying? If you see this person's names at the Oscars so many times, you know what I'm saying? So you know what the top is. You know who is respected in their field. I always tell people to just try to find people at different levels. You know, that's a nugget right there for y'all right there. I think I said that on Phoenix's show too. Find people at different levels that are doing exactly what you want to do. Don't look at anything else besides that. Because nothing else is going to take you anywhere aside from studying how these people made it to where you want to make it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because once you have, like, that's literally, it's a step by step. You know what I'm saying? Like
every person, if you trying to do podcasts, there's 1,000 podcasters who are popping now that had a whack ass podcast when they first started.
Absolutely.
If you're trying to do YouTube, there's a bunch of YouTubers who was trash when you see their first couple videos. If you're a filmmaker like myself, like my first film was trash, like just straight trash. But had I been on some like, oh, I'm such a perfectionist and I need it to look like the way this looked like, then I would have never put it out and I would have never finished it. I probably would have never even started it. So that's one little gem. Like, don't stand behind that fucking I'm a perfectionist shit, because that's really just an excuse not to put your fucking work out.
That's it.
But for 2020, for me, this kind of goes back to the point I was just making. Really just putting my work out more, trying to expand my reach. In terms of my network, the people who know me, the people who know me by my work, is really that's really the biggest goal, is expanding my network and expanding the number of radars I'm on. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
that's one thing that
2020 vision.
2020 vision. But like, that's one thing that somebody told me that I really took to heart. Like, she was like, yo, in entertainment, a lot of people say is not what you know, is who you know.
It's who you know.
But she took it a step further. She was like, honestly, that all that shit is bullshit. It's about who knows you, like who's talking about
Who
you,
knows
whose radar
you
you on.
actually
like,
sounds more important.
You know what I mean? Like whose radar are you on? Who's saying like, yo, I just seen Vince. You see this kid Vince? Like I was at the motherfucking
I
thing.
need
and,
all
like,
that. I need
you
all
know
that.
what I mean? Like, you know, whose kid is like going to their parents and being like, their parents looking on YouTube and be like, who are you looking at? Oh, I'm looking at Vince. Like he's
and
like
that's
big right now.
That's what it's gonna be like.
You know
that's
what I mean?
Like too.
So it's really
it might be like that now, and I just not
you
aware
just
of
don't
it.
not aware of it. But yeah, my goal this year for 2020 is really start to get on a lot of people's radars, really start making noise and getting my name out there. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta, you know, do a little shuck and jive, I gotta just to, you know, do a little shuck and jive, it's all good, but it's all for the better part. You know, I think for the most part, like I put my 10,000 hours in. I did what I had to do. I went, you know, I done so much shit. Like I was the fucking guy who had to fucking watch the van on a reality TV show set. You know what I'm saying? I had to get coffee for people. I had to fucking order lunch for people and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been someone's assistant where I was just doing shit. I remember one time I had to get a motherfucker dry cleaning.
Let's get it.
One time, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been at the bottom of the barrel. And
I clean toilets, but that doesn't have nothing to do with hosting. So
I've cleaned toilets before
let's
too.
Get it. Let's get it. Let's
I've
get
definitely
it.
cleaned
From
toilets
the bottom,
before.
baby.
From the bottom, bro. I worked in retail just like half of y'all motherfuckers. I worked in retail before. I fucking clean toilets. I watch kids. I did everything, every motherfucking
really
thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been somebody's fucking assistant. I had to go get coffee. I had to fucking do this. I was one of the motherfuckers running around the office trying to make sure I get some shit from my boss and shit, stressing myself out just so this motherfucker won't be stressed out.
Let's go.
I done did all that shit. So
you earned your stripes.
Yeah, like I put my work in. I put my, you know, I paid my dues, and I think that's another thing too with this industry. And I know I keep going off topic, but like, this generation, like niggas don't want to pay their motherfucking dues.
I was just
like,
about to get to that. So anybody that's listening that is younger than 30 or maybe even older and doesn't understand why they haven't achieved a certain amount of something, like, or success in any type of field, like it's just you have to go through the bullshit. Like that's part of it. You have to. Like life is a struggle.
Yeah, like I understand that whole like, oh, you know your worth, you gotta know what you're worth, and I understand that, but at the same time, you gotta really prove your worth. You gotta prove it. You gotta prove it. Like you can think you could think you $1 million motherfucker, but some nigga may see you as $100 motherfucker. So you really gotta prove to them that yo, I'm really about this $1 million shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
you might know your worth, but everybody don't know.
Everybody don't know your worth, and that's why I'm saying like my goal for this year. And the goal that I want for y'all, the goal that I want for the bros with no hoes.
Let's get it.
The goal that I want for the Pinot
gang.
Yeah, for the Pinot gang. Like, I really want y'all motherfuckers to work on getting on people's radar, like getting seen by people, having people know who you are, because it's so much powerful.
Whatever your talent, your hobby is, whatever.
You could fucking know Beyonce's manager, but like, does she know you when she says, yo, I know this motherfucking hairstylist, man. I know this girl, like she doing her thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like really work to get on people's radar. Like that's really the goal for 2020. Like for me,
let's get it.
It's just getting on people's radar, just letting niggas know I'm here and I'm serious. So that's my goal, man. You know 2020 is just, yeah, like you said, being a better me. Really just putting myself out there, not giving a fuck about what anybody thinks about me anymore. You know, there's been times when I was younger where I really cared about like how I was viewed, and I never wanted people to like see me in the wrong or like ruffle any feathers or make any, you know, like you kind of have this thing where you just want people to like everybody to like you, and I think the older that I'm getting,
that's
just
natural.
Like,
that's a natural part of being a human being. And yeah, like you said, once you start getting older, you're like, I really don't.
Yeah, it's like I can't please everybody, man. If whatever I'm doing is not hitting you the right way, then that's your fucking bad. That's not my bad. You know what I'm saying?
And most people realize that. It's funny because that's actually part of my job, to make sure that everybody likes me. So it's like I can't be as like, you know, on that. But best believe once I take my face off, when I'm in the store or something like that, I'm like, yo, bro, like don't don't come that close to me. I'm really trying to just like, I just woke up, like, and I remember feeling like that a lot of times too. When sometimes it just gets overwhelming, but it's all about, like you said, grinding and working until you can control your own environment, and you could do whatever you want. Shit gonna be popping. So that was I hope you guys are inspired.
Inspired,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? By the front portion of our new episode of Bros with No Hoes. We wanted to give you guys some reflection on yourselves and make sure that everybody within our realm, within our universe, I would say is at least close to thinking about the same mindset, being in the same like forward moving mindset that we're in, because we trying to take a lot of things to the top, and I hope that everybody within their respective fields is planning on doing the same thing. Do not be dormant. Don't lay dormant ever.
Word.
I'm trying to die enormous. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this bullshit, man.
Let's get into some of this shit.
I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with the year of 2019.
What would you describe this year? Like, if you can describe this year in maybe 1 to 3 words.
Amazing question.
How would you describe 2019?
The first word that I'm not even sure if this is the right definition, but best believe I can't spell this. Tumultuous.
Tumultuous.
It's the first word that came to my mind for some reason. I don't know why. Tumultuous. And if my little bit of SAT knowledge serves me right, I want to say it's kind of turbulent a little bit. Like there's been some. I mean, with every year there's ups and downs.
There's always gonna be turbulence.
You know, it's just been I'm glad, and I don't know if you feel this too, because we're both in the entertainment field, entertainment industry. I can say everything to me. I realized this a while back. Everything is entertainment, whether people realize it or not. So the fact that like just the news has been in such a frenzy this year has been so crazy, and I can honestly say that, and we've covered things on here, but I feel like I've done a really good job, and this is how you focus on yourself and end up getting to be able to control your own world. I feel like I've done a really good job at not paying attention to most of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
our president just got impeached. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff going on.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to come. I'm not going to lie.
Celebrities, culture. No offense to anybody that had to deal with any type of storm or anything like that. If I don't know how deep our conspiracy theorist fan base is, but like some people talk about like man-created storms and stuff. Like it's bad stuff. We know that. Who said that? Did 21 Savage recently say in a song that we know they controlling the weather or something like that?
No, I think it was 21. I'm not even sure who exactly said it.
Right before
they caught his ass.
Yeah, right before he just magically became British Savage.
Man, how you feel about this Tekashi 6ix9ine situation?
Oh my God! All right, so this is a big one. I feel like, again, being from New York and seeing how the way rap
has changed drastically.
Rap has changed, definitely. But just the way I'm very deep into the hip hop culture, right? And like just it's almost predictable. You know what I'm saying? Especially watching. We talked about how Bobby Shmurda's situation ended up. But this guy was way more aggressive. So
yeah, I feel like the difference between Bobby Shmurda and the difference between Tekashi 6ix9ine is I felt like Bobby was naturally hood.
Yeah.
And they genuinely tried to get him away from like all the hood shit.
Did they?
Yeah, like I read an article on GQ. No, seriously, I read an article on GQ.
His like handlers or whatever.
Yeah, like damn. His name is Sha Money XL. He used to work with 50 Cent. He was like working with Bobby Shmurda and like basically got this dude like a house in, I think it was in LA, like, yo, chill in LA or it was like Miami or something like that. Lay low, just make music, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, let the shit in New York calm down. But then Bobby was like, nah, like I want to be with the homies. Like I can't just be away.
I gotta turn up. I did it for the hood. You know what I'm
like
saying?
I gotta.
They're like, yeah, but you just rapped about all the niggas that you killed in your hood.
You know what I mean? Like you literally just
made a song and dance about every single person that you murdered in your building, sir. Like they're after your head, my nigga. Like
so we moved him out there, like fucking tried to get him to chill, but Bobby was like, you know, I would just want to be with my dudes. Like I don't want to be away from them. Like, you know, I'm from New York. So naturally he was hood.
Word.
And I think they was just trying to get him out of the situation, and he just. So, you know, obviously he went back to New York. They caught him. But with Tekashi, he was like on some like, nah, y'all niggas got to see that I'm hood.
Word.
See, Bobby was hood, but Bobby wasn't out there like, yeah, I'm with the shits. He wasn't calling hits on people and
Absolutely.
all that.
And we knew he was hood and he served his time and he's supposed to be
coming soon.
Next year, 20.
I think so.
Or at least in the next 3 or 4 years, I would say. So we talked about Bobby Shmurda. So shout out to Bobby, and I don't know if Roddy's coming home with him, but
No, I think so. I think they got the same amount of time.
But I feel like Tekashi 6ix9ine, would they give him a total of at least 24 months or more than that?
2 years, a little light bid.
2 or 3 years, including probably probation time, like 5 to 15 years or some shit like that. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, man. It's like, yo, I don't want to say he beat the system. We don't know what he's actually guilty of outside of racketeering, and causing a crazy amount of commotion in the streets by being who he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was definitely detrimental to his character, and he wrote an amazing. Well, he or his lawyers or somebody wrote an amazing letter to the judge, I would say. But the judge responded like, "Yo, like I'm glad you sorry. I'm glad that you realize the fault in your ways, and I'm sorry. The guy that signed you also fucked your baby moms and kidnapped you. You know what I'm saying? But
isn't that crazy?
But
that entire situation.
But this was your Instagram account doing this shit. Like, we was watching you. Like,
the whole time we were just sitting back and like,
you know what I'm saying?
This
like,
is interesting.
Like, it wasn't nobody holding the camera. Like, you had to press go live,
and then
you know what I'm saying? Like, all this was you, bro. Like, you wasn't that high. Like, we see you. Matter of fact, you ain't even cut your hair. Like who is dyeing your hair in the prison right now? Like, how is this happening? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's cool that I feel like, in a way, he beat the system of like, all these guys did wrong. It just so happens that, turns out the situation that he was in, these guys did wronger than him. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it kind of sucks that he's gonna have to deal with the court of the people, I guess, or the court of the streets, in terms of like, he's already got people that want him dead.
Yeah, that want him dead.
Just cause.
But you also have record labels that want to sign him and want him to get out.
And
so
that's nuts too. And I don't know how long somebody like that would last.
They're capitalizing off of like the fuck shit. Like, people are hyped right now about him. So of course, like, the record companies, they want to like capitalize on that monetarily.
I'm almost scared to place bets with anybody. I'm like, yo, you think this? I mean, Donald Trump. Yo, it's scary. There's a possibility that this man might be the president again after being impeached. You know what I'm saying? But you can't pay too much attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Please go vote. But please also, like we said, focus on yourself and getting more eyes and more attention and more grind and more hours and all that shit. Because that's what's more important. You know what I'm saying? So maybe one day you could be the goofy ass president and make all the dumbass decisions that you want. But yeah, man, I think that guy might come back. I don't want to make any bets against or for that. I feel like you said, I think somebody might sign this fucking kid, man.
Somebody gonna sign him
again. I don't know how long he's gonna last.
I think he's gonna be hot for like, all right, so he's got 2 years, right? Let's say he gets out, and maybe he'll probably get out in like 1. Let's just say
good behavior
or something like that.
Somebody gonna give him a black eye before he leave out. I don't know if he's like super solitary, but it's crazy. We talking like we in jail and shit.
Like, so when you get in there, you know what I'm saying? This is how I go down. I
just feel like, I mean, I can't be like, people like, oh, fuck that, he's a snitch. You know what I'm saying? All right, for the culture, I get it, but you really can't. I can't be that upset at a urban male like not being locked down for dumb long. If I feel like he's that much of a detriment to our society, then like I can see the way that people feel. But honestly, I feel like the circle of life is gonna happen naturally. So
but are we still
is that fucked up? Like, somebody gonna kill this little nigga. Yeah.
Nobody give a shit.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody really cares that much.
But are we still like are we still looking for street cred? Like, even if you snitch,
clout is the word. Street. I don't know if street cred is as relevant
any more than clout is
today. Clout is the game. You know what I'm saying? Clout been in the game for a long time, and that's what he was good at.
So does it even matter if he snitched? I don't think it matters now. I don't think nobody's really going for.
Part of me felt like it didn't matter, because there's rappers that have snitched that are still out here walking these streets, still doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? For whatever they snitched for, people are becoming more accepting of the fact that, I guess, depending on whatever the charge was, or depending on what happened to that person, that, you know, they'll be like, cool, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I guess that's all right. I'm not gonna name any names, but there's rappers out there that have done some stuff or snitched on people, and it's just like they still out here doing their thing.
Still doing their thing.
Or people will forget about it because it was so quick. Or, you know, so what can you do? What can you do? Who else?
Who we got?
I'm trying to think if there's any more. Is there any more relevant music that we care about?
Kind of.
Juice WRLD passed. Juice WRLD.
Oh,
we gotta definitely say rest in peace to Juice.
R.I.P. to Juice WRLD. A lot of people weren't happy to. I mean, obviously, he definitely affected a lot of people. I didn't listen to too much of his music.
A couple songs I liked from him.
He apparently was a great freestyler. I wish I could see more of him spitting. I've seen a few videos of him doing his thing, so that was very impressive. I forget how old he was. 19, 20, 21?
And we sit here talking about 30.
Crazy. But the fact that everybody was so quick to jump on the drugs thing, very unfortunate. I still don't know all the details, but from what I heard, it does sound
like he was
very
on
bad.
Drugs, yeah.
Not just that he was on drugs. The story that I heard was that he had like the more snitches. He was on a private jet, and whatever pilot had called into whatever airport that he was landing at, saying, "Yo, there's wild drugs on this plane." You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That sounds fucked up. And then I guess as he's landing, he must have seen the flashing lights, or somebody must have alerted him. Yo, the pilots just told everybody that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess there was no choice. They was gonna come and they was gonna inspect the plane and whatever wild amount of drugs, and him was going down. So somebody said, again, this is all alleged, that he just started popping perks, because I guess that might be one of the most offensive drugs, you know, to have on your person. And that's what people said. People said that they saw him, you know, taking an unnecessary amount of Percocet, and unfortunately he did not make it upon arrival.
Damn.
So so RIP once again to Juice WRLD. You know, clearly he's, like I said, same thing as XXX.
Yeah,
like he's one of those dudes that had a huge effect on a young generation of people, specifically people that are into their feelings and emotions and stuff like that, just by the way he communicated. So yes, it's unfortunate to lose somebody so young, somebody so influential. But
let me ask you a random question.
Oh.
Some people said in some situations, such as drugs or gun charge, you know, you are the celebrity in the crew. Some people say, yo, you know, that's a charge for your man to take, even if you were the one carrying or whatever.
True.
You know, one of your mans in your crew that you've been taking care of got to take that charge. So let's say you part of some dude's crew, and he's the money maker in the crew, and he about to catch a charge.
Damn,
and he turned to you like, hey, yo, Jace, hey, yo, Vince,
yo,
I'm going to need you to do me this solid. It's only going to be a year and a half or something like that.
Don't worry, by the time you get out.
A year and a half, I'm taking that street cred.
Bro.
By the time you get
but
out,
my family got to be
money
good,
for
though.
you.
It depends on how much money he making. My family got to be good, like good. Like,
so you down to like dependent.
Take the
you know what I'm
charge.
saying? If it was like, if you talking about like Biggie's boy and Notorious, or Emery, Jay-Z's boy, I don't know, cuz like,
yeah, they took a
Emery good. He probably got wild businesses and shit. He probably like, he don't like, nobody know what he looked like off top, but
he was in there for a minutes,
boy.
Like how
he was in there for an hour, boy. He was in there for years, my guy.
Like that's also another thing.
I don't know
like,
how long Biggie's boy was locked up for.
How long? You know what I mean? Like I don't know how long this charge gonna be. If I get caught guilty,
you told me straight off. Like if you know the law, you told me straight up. That's a year and a half.
Like,
you know
that's a year and a half.
I'm looking at you crazy if it's anything more than a year and a half, obviously.
If I tell you it's a year and a half and you're like, yeah, I'm good, and then you go to the judge, so you get caught guilty, and he like, you got 7 years.
He's like, yo, so what I meant to say was a year and a half per perk.
Word. There you go. It's like, damn, man, I ain't like. Like 7 of them joints. Like
I don't know. This is what I would have done if I was Juice WRLD. I would have just took the joints, I'd have crushed them up, and then I just threw them in the toilet.
Flush it down.
Damn, you got experience?
Don't the plane like got some type of flush
Word,
system?
boy,
like
I'd
that.
have got to Flushing, Queens, boy.
But you got a pilot that's snitching, so you never know.
That's the crazy part about it. I'm like, yo, where the parachutes at?
Like, what do you as a pilot? What do you gain? You know what?
For real though,
You would be in the honest person, I guess.
I get it, because honestly, somebody had to. again, this was allegedly a lot of shit, like
Yeah.
of multiple different types of drugs. So I don't know what was going on.
And two, like, how do you know that there was? I mean,
Yeah.
were they like flashing it out?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody had to load that in, though.
Somebody had to.
Somebody had to put that on the plane.
True. And
You
he had to see
ever
that and
seen
be
people
like,
try to bring put the cookies and the soup and stuff on the plane? You ever watch that?
Mhm.
But it's a private jet, so it's like way smaller. So it's like us and our luggage.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
How y'all feel
unfortunate.
about the internet trying to roast Cardi B, saying she looked like Ak from the bodega?
Yo, I
what?
saw. You didn't see that?
I did not. Let me see this.
Yo, did you see the meme? They was like, yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese, Ak. Yo.
Cardi. That's wild, bro. That's a funny ass picture, man.
No, you got to see the edits. yo.
I need to see more. That's a funny
They
ass
straight
picture.
put her.
But that's
her
how
head.
that's how she
That's
looks
how
without
she look without makeup.
That's without makeup. That's like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, what you expect?
Again,
like,
I'll say this a million times. Nothing about Cardi B surprises me because we grew up in the Bronx. There are millions of Cardi B's in
I've
the Bronx.
seen so many women go to the mall. I think she was going to the mall.
Nothing she says,
like-
looks like, does surprises
Yeah.
me. I grew up with a
I've
bunch
seen
of Cardi
chicks
B's.
go to the bodega looking just like that.
But she does look like Octo.
yeah, she does.
I gotta see more. I gotta see the memes now. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
so-
funny.
They straight edited her head onto like Ak body behind
With
the
a spatula
counter.
and a tunic. A tunic.
But tell me that ain't a New York.
Apron.
Tell me that ain't a New York thing. That all we're just saying Ak. Everybody from New York know who we
Ak
talking
is.
about.
Yo,
Know
I'm
who
gonna make.
Ak
I
is.
told you, we gotta make a song or something called Ak, just for people to understand. No, I'm planning on making I gotta do a skit or something. I'm doing too much crap in LA.
All right, this is kind of wrong, but for those who aren't from New York, the reason why we say Ak is
Okay, break it
because
down.
the stereotype is that, you from the hood, we always assume that the dude's name is Ahmed, just like whenever we go to the
Met
Spanish
a lot
spot,
of Ahmeds, a lot of Mohammeds. too.
Mohammeds and Ahmeds,
But
even when we
Ahmed
go
for
to
some
the,
reason just
sticks.
stereotypically fits more.
just like when we go to the Spanish spot, everybody named Poppy, like, yo, that's Poppy right there. Da-da-da.
Every Poppy is Poppy.
Yeah, it's just
When-
Poppy.
When I was younger, if a female worked at the spot, her name was Maria or something like it was always across the board. Yeah.
So we just
Poppy and Ak.
we just Ak, yo, it's Ak, yo, Ak, and then
Ak
and
at the corner store,
respect
Poppy at the
it.
bodega.
I respect them because they don't take it as like offensive. They take it like, yo, I'm the neighborhood Ak.
That's-
You know what
Ak
I mean?
name could be David, and Ak
That's
still
word.
responds to Ak.
That's crazy. I think I had an Ak named Julian one time.
And he was never correct. He
Wait,
was
wait.
like, yeah.
It's like,
But I never-
my name is Sylvester.
I wasn't always that hood ass kid, so I didn't always call the dude Ak. But there was one neighborhood, which is funny as hell. When I moved to Pelham Parkway, seeing all the Italian dudes calling nigga Ak, I'm like, yeah. I was like, all right, if y'all gonna call him Ak, it's funny as hell. It's like a term of
Yeah,
endearment.
it's just like, yo, like you the
'Cause
neighborhood
Ak know he
Ak.
Ak.
Yeah, you the neighborhood Ak,
Come
man,
on,
and
Ak.
it's no disrespect. It's just like, yo, you feed the community in a sense, like, so
Bacon, egg,
you
and
the
cheese on the
neighborhood
roll.
Ak. Even though some of them, I fucks with the Ox that be low key going against like the pork shit, and they be like, nah, we got pork bacon for you. We
I'm
gonna
dead.
hook you up with the pork bacon.
You take it that serious?
Cause y'all know, cause some of them they do only beef, like they really be on it. They only do beef, they only do turkey bacon. But some of them be like,
Some of these guys eat bacon on the low.
they be like, I know y'all like the pork. I know y'all like the pork bacon. We gonna hook you up with the pork bacon.
There you go.
I got you.
That's love. That's love.
And then they be holding us down with the chopped cheese, so I fucks with it.
I don't know how we got on Ak. What
Cause of Cardi.
Cardi B.
Oh, Cardi. Yeah. All right. So yes. Wait. Were we talking about Cardi?
Nah.
He just
did.
showed.
You
He
showed
just
the
showed me that
picture.
picture randomly.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised about that picture.
Never,
I don't know, like
never.
people keep posting these like no makeup pictures of women. I'm just like, yo, bro, like, I mean, what do you expect? Like, you expected to look
Yeah.
good 24/7? That's how your girl probably look worse than that when she wake up in the morning. So don't even hit me with the Cardi B shit. Like that's Bronx shit, like right there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word up. So did we talk about the impeachment anymore? Do we care?
I don't really care.
I don't want to give him any attention.
Mans,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
Mans
can't
is
really
not
give
out of
him
office
attention.
yet. So whatever. We don't. I seen a few people celebrating, and I'm like, but he's still
in office. Like
you know what I'm saying?
he's still got his own shit. He's still got the hearings that he's got to do. I think the Senate has to make a decision on him. So, I mean, at the most part, just make sure you get out, vote 2020, because that's the only way we're gonna get him out for sure.
Word. I realized there was so much bullshit that happened since we've been on break, but a lot of it hasn't been like good or entertaining bullshit, and some of it has been like backwards. Like I really
the man Jussie Smollett's back. Oh my bad.
Yo.
My bad. I mean Carol Sanchez.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I was gonna say. I was like, that was like so disappointing to me. And when I say like, and this is very fucked up. This is just the type of person I am. Like I said, I never. If you watch my social media for the most part, I'll never post anything negative. That's just the type of person I am, because people post so much negative shit. When Pops died, R.I.P. to John Witherspoon.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
I posted
too.
about that, but I posted something positive about him because that's somebody that I look up to as like somebody who successfully lived his life as a fucking class clown. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows that he's a jokester. You know what I'm saying? His whole life, he made it through the entire life, being in movies, films, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Made lots and lots of money, made lots of people smile. That's what I aim to do.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So I did post about that. But again, like a happy post. But people will be posting, oh, this girl from my neighborhood got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? I hate stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? When the Amber Alert comes,
I got the Amber Alert, and I was like,
you know
whoa,
what I'm saying?
Okay.
I get it. And people want to put the word out as fast as possible. That's never been me. You know what I'm saying? I might have shared something before, but for the most part, I don't like to do stuff like that. Like I'll share it with people, but I'm not gonna post it on my social media, even though somebody might see it faster. But I know people don't care and want to see that shit. For the most part, I know. When I say I was gonna post Carol Sanchez, because she was first. Did you post?
I ain't post. I never really.
Don't lie now. Don't lie.
No. I never really post like.
That shit
like
made me so sad, bro. First off, she's from the Bronx.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Then to have, like, you hear about the sex trafficking thing becoming popular.
I mean, it's always been popular. It's just the eyes of.
Yeah, it's becoming. Yeah, people are talking about it more.
Yeah, more eyes.
So I don't know if people are becoming more bold or again, just there's more eyes on it. But it's just scary to hear some of these stories. You know what I'm saying? And to see a trashy ass video, just like we've been seeing all of our lives, even though it's fucking 2020 now. Trashy ass, grainy ass video of somebody in the Bronx getting picked up, their mom getting pushed to the ground and dragged off into a van and being pulled. Yo, that shit really like.
I'm laughing because the shit was so.
That's so bad. Yo, that shit really fucking hurt me, bro. That really hurt me.
It's supposed to be a sad moment.
It is supposed to be, but it's.
That shit really pulled in my heartstrings, bro. I was so tight. I was like, yo, like I felt like Liam Neeson, you know what I'm saying? Even though like I was about to go find some black person and just like start swinging on him.
Like Liam Neeson.
Felt like Liam Neeson's one time. I was like, damn, that's my sister right there. She got taken. I was so tight, bro. I was really about to share this. I even like. That's how you know I'm trash. I always forget to post shit. I like saved it. I might have screenshotted it or some shit and was like, yeah, when I'm done driving, I'm gonna get. But by the time I got to where I was going, the shit had come out that she was fucking Carol Smollett. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I
very well executed. She did a way better job than Jussie did. I want to put that out there.
Make sure she was right by camera so it could be caught.
Yo, how you hire actors and you don't get the shit on camera, my nigga?
Yo,
was any of his shit on camera?
The camera wasn't working.
Camera wasn't working.
How you hire actors and you big time?
No, he knew what he was. There was a camera in the vicinity, but it turns out that camera wasn't working.
Oh, is that what happened?
But there was.
I think I remember that part of the story.
He definitely thought he had the whole thing planned out.
I'm like, his whole thing was trying to get more camera time, right? At least somebody would. He should have planted somebody with a cell phone across the street. But
Carol,
you know what I'm saying?
Carol knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was.
Carol
doing.
had this shit down. She was like, "Oh, watch this, Jussie.
I'm gonna walk with my mom. These dudes gonna pull up." Do what they gotta do. Just imagine, like, what did they say, like, when the shit was successful? Like, was they in the car, like, yeah, we lit.
Her mom in the snow bleeding and shit. We did it.
Yo, we lit, we out.
Yo, watch this.
Carol was like, yo, why you push my mom down? He's like, yo, I had to sell it.
You had to sell it, bro.
I told you not that hard, bro.
They said that was her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend, I think, and one of his friends, I think.
But that's her boyfriend, who is also 23.
Yo, and she was 18?
16.
And
yeah.
So all of this because she didn't want to go to Honduras. So I'm thinking she's a black girl too, because they was describing her as black. So so that was another thing. Even the fact that they were showing it on the news, because mind you, it was hours upon hours after this happened. So people was already like, the black Twitter and black social media was already in an outrage. How are y'all just talking about this?
Yeah,
The
troops had assembled. We were ready. We were ready to ride.
And the fact that the mayor had shared it on his Instagram page, I was like, wow, the mayor is sharing this. This shit. That's when I was gonna repost it. I was like, this shit is serious. I don't know how more people are not talking about this. That's crazy. Yo, because like when you see something like that with the aggression, you like, damn, like she's dead. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. She's dead.
True.
But to find out she was at her man's house chilling, probably online waiting for a Popeye chicken sandwich or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Carol.
They was probably just at her boyfriend crib smoking hookah or some shit.
Chilling.
Oh, we viral.
Not doing her homework and shit. Word. Imagine watching that shit on the news. Like, all right, so how we gonna come out, yo? How we go? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna live? What we gonna do? So did they find her? I don't know.
They said go ahead.
Or did she appear?
They found her. I think they found her.
They found her somewhere?
Technically, yeah, both.
Was she was hiding somewhere? Like, they was, oh, damn. Or was she like, oh, y'all, oh, thank you so much.
But I also heard she, like, yesterday it was at the same location that she was taken, but she, like, pretty much, like, turned herself in kind of thing. When she saw it, that it was going too far.
She's like, all right, I was just trying to trick my mom.
Yeah. But
her YouTube video, she about to get Logan Paul. Her YouTube video is not Oh, speaking of Logan, I don't care about Logan Paul.
I really
but
don't.
did you hear about that?
Wait,
what happened?
His
you heard about that?
No.
Boxing or?
No. Well, he lost his boxing match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was kind of rooting for him, but there was a whole. See, this is some 2019 news at the end of the year.
Right?
There's Logan Paul and his brother Jake Paul. So there was a slew of nudes that leaked over the last week, and I'm glad y'all are making the same face.
Yeah, we're
like
yeah.
what nudes? Because I didn't see none of them, thank God, because they were all dudes. They was dudes nudes. Apparently the baby. Shout out to the ladies. Yeah, you probably heard about it.
I heard about
shout out to the ladies. I had to smack my girl's phone one time. Who else? I heard Steph Curry.
I heard.
I did hear Steph Curry.
Don't know how that happened. And apparently, this is just alleged. Again, I went to Twitter and saw that it was trending. Thank God there were no videos or pictures up there, but I heard.
I thought you said you went looking.
I heard. No, I did not. I told you I restarted my Twitter and my Facebook, which I'm trying to use, but I was trying to figure out why Logan Paul was trending. It wasn't anything about boxing. Apparently Logan Paul was sucking some dick on the internet, but I went to his page on Instagram and he said something like he was trying to like get rid of the controversy or something like that. So I don't know if that was really him or if it was real or not. I'm glad I didn't see it, but so since we're on the topic of nudes, are we gonna talk about this? I wanted to touch on it just to say thank you.
Wait, what?
Is that weird?
I guess.
Are we on the same level?
Wait, what we
on the same the nudes thing.
Oh, I mean,
We got to never.
oh, from the
Never mind. Never mind.
No.
Thank you though.
But yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate that.
now we're just assholes. We're not saying nothing else. But yeah, man. What else in 2019?
I'm
trying to think of what else happened recently. R. Kelly.
Oh, what about your man Tank? What's good with your man Tank?
All right. Time out. Since we're talking about people sucking dick, what happened with Tank real quick? Because we didn't get a chance to talk about this. But
it's happened.
Before you get this, I just want to say I've seen Tank at a Clippers game recently and dapped him up.
Okay.
So, but I wasn't thinking about that when, you know what I'm saying. But I gave him his props for something different. I'll tell y'all afterwards. But go ahead.
This happened a while ago, so we a little bit late talking about this.
Right. But this is part of the 2019.
This is a wrap up. This is the wrap up episode. So fuck y'all.
Right.
So as y'all know, Tank was on a
some people might
he
not
was
know.
on the Lip Service podcast with Angela Yee.
Shout out Angela Yee.
And they were talking about cheating and cheating or lying or something like that. And they were talking about, like if you lie once, like you're not a liar. And so Angela Yee asks like, so if you suck a dick once, are you gay? And he was like,
she asked him that,
and he was like, no, like you could suck 2 dicks, and like I don't think we got a clip of that, but he was like, you could suck 2 dicks and like if you don't like it, then you're not gay. He was like, you could suck it once and then be like, nah, I'm not feeling this, and then maybe suck it again just to make sure, and you're not gay.
So the conversation that began on the interwaves was that, so you out here sucking dick?
Like, I mean, I can't really comment on how many dicks you can suck,
you know what I'm saying,
in order to not be considered gay.
Right.
I think if you have sucked one penis, I think maybe you just might just be a little down with the rainbow, which is no problem.
If you wanted to, again, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. At the risk of sounding extremely suspect, I actually believe I don't have any intent on sucking any penises. Everybody's sitting up and looking at me.
We're just like, so what do you think?
I would say just because of, I don't know, there's so many like scientific and like, I don't know, statistical things that go into this that I feel like, but it's just the way I feel. And guarantee, let me move this microphone away from my face now I think about it. This is just how I feel. I feel like if someone, I'm not gonna say me or anybody specific, if someone that was a male, considers himself to be a straight male, I guess, a straight male, were to attempt to suck a penis. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that would make them. I don't think that would make them gay.
Here's the thing.
I don't think that.
Here's the thing.
I don't think that they would, because that's right there. Because what if they don't like it? You know what I'm saying?
Here's what I would say.
You try to be vegetarian for a while,
it just
right?
Didn't work.
You
ain't
like,
oh,
I'm vegan for this week. You know what I'm saying? But then you tried it and you're like,
nah, it's not.
I'm not really. I'm not fucking with that shit.
Here's the thing that I would say.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
if you don't want to suck another one, then
you're not.
The thing that fucked it up was that he was talking about once or twice or trying to go back.
I think he said twice. Like coming and going back for, you
make the conscious decision like, oh, maybe if I try the other side.
Here's what I would say. And this is on some like straight, like, this is not gay, but like on some like straight grown man shit, like just real straight grown man shit.
Yes.
Like knowing yourself.
This sounds like it's gonna be wild gay.
Knowing yourself, everything. Like knowing yourself. It may seem, just hear me out.
And no offense to any of our gay listeners.
No offense to anybody, but just hear me out.
Goofy.
It is kind of a double standard where it comes to exploring your sexuality. Whereas women could go sleep with another woman.
Oh, absolutely.
A woman could go sleep with two women, and then come back and start sleeping with men and say, well, I don't like, I did it before, but I don't really like it. Yeah. And, I think about men, or maybe I did it and I liked it and I think I want to continue it. Yeah. I think women have a little bit more freedom to explore their sexuality. Whereas as men, it's like, you kind of have to go, it's like, you can't, like once you meet that fork in the road, it's like gay, straight, or bisexual. Like which way you gonna go, and that's the only way you can go for the rest of your life.
That's a season 2 conversation right there. That's deep. But I do agree with you in the sense that like I feel like I don't know about most guys because I'm starting to see, especially now that I'm getting older. I just was watching 90 Day Fiance. There's a 41-year-old. Shout out to all the 90 Day Fiancers out there. There's a 41-year-old dude on the show. He just married he's planning to marry this chick from Dominican Republic. She's 30, I think, and they went to a strip club for her birthday. Mm-hmm. She was in there turning up. He was not feeling it. I've gone to a strip club with my girl. She's in there turning up. I love that shit. Nice. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit. So like there's girl, and she even on the show admitted that she had been with a girl like one time or something like that. He was like, oh, how could you? I'm like, yo, come on. Yeah. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, but it's funny that I feel like, again, I can't even speak for most guys, but I feel like most guys, if they were to hear like their girl had experience with a girl, there's a little bit of like, oh shit, we might get a threesome popping at some point. Maybe in the future, maybe. Who knows? There's a possibility. But even that is a little bit of a turn on. But I feel like most girls do not want to hear like, back in college, you suck a little dick, you know what I'm saying?
Or even like,
it's like, no, there's nothing attractive about
that. You can't do anything.
Like, and then you start thinking about diseases and shit. Why is it that you start, because like there's no penetration with girls on girls, I guess so.
There's no.
Yeah.
No.
So,
it's just,
I'm like, why do we think about diseases immediately when you think about somebody being gay?
I don't know, but that, I mean, that is kind of the fucked up stigma about it.
There's girls that probably like that shit, but I feel like most girls don't want to hear that their guy has been, or even like the guys,
or
right?
had an interest in a guy or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's just me on some like grown man shit. I do think It is me. I'm just letting it out there. Look, I do think, again, like I said before, I do think women kind of have the freedom to be fluid with their sexuality and explore their sexuality more than men have. Whereas like men, it's kind of, you got to be this at a certain age. Like you have to, if you're after like 10 years old, like you have to be gay or you have to be bisexual or you have to be straight. You know what I mean? Like, and if not, then you can't move to the next, because if you were gay before, then you're, you know what I mean?
At that age, I'm like, damn, I don't know. But I mean, there's some people that decide, some people say they're born that baby I was born. There's people that, that I guess come into themselves and realize that, you know, this is who I am. Older, there's people that don't come out for a certain amount of time, and I guess there's people that have to learn that about themselves. I don't know, but yeah. What can you do? Phoenix is giving us the wrap up. I'm like, damn, man. I wish we could have had more for our final episode. Is there, how much time do you think we got? How much can we get across? All right. We're gonna try to get some more out. We already talked about what we've been up to. I do want to ahead of time let people know that, like we said, we are planning on doing a second season. Who knows how many episodes it's going to be, because we are still busy men. We are still working on, you know, what we're working on, and we are still across the country from each other. So it's good to be back for this final episode of 2019 in New Jersey, in Phoenix NPM Studios. But we're definitely going to keep it going via Skype or something.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out to keep the
just
content
like we said. I know we said that last time, but Chase pinky swore this time, so I think that means something. What else do we have to talk about? I did want to say, I want to announce, since I don't know if we have any other topics, since we're wrapping up anyway. I always want to wish you guys a happy New Year, happy holidays, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, for anybody out there. But I did want to let anybody that cares about Vince Bracey a little bit, I want to let you guys know that I am planning on taking a break from Stationhead. I am a Stationhead ambassador and still plan on doing it. And even if we decide to do a live episode of Bros With No Hoes podcast on there, that I will. I obviously that is when you'll see me pop up. But I don't plan on doing my show for at least till like the mid or end of February, as of right now. But I will be doing a show with my boy Julius Green. Shout out to my guy Julius, who just joined Stationhead a few days ago. And so I'm going to be working on building up his channel, his station, I should say. And also anybody that wants me to be a part of their show, just let me know a few days ahead of time and make a flyer for it. I'm not doing nobody's show unless we promoting it. That's how I'm going in 2020. We got to promote it like it's a real radio station, like I'm a real guest. You know what I'm saying? So if you want me on your show, just let me know and we could hook that up. Same thing for podcasts. I'm trying to have my podcast run. I'm trying to hit as many podcasts in LA as I possibly can.
Y'all want to get into this quick Kim K shit or no?
We wanted to discuss Kim Kardashian.
We could. I'm so done with the Kardashians at this point. Like I
still love the family. I don't know how I get, like I said, I've been out of touch with a lot of things lately. Yeah. So I didn't even know that, you know, people are saying that. Do you think it was blackface? That's what the uprising is about, right?
I mean, she do look a little dark in that shit.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was. I feel like whatever picture that people was crying about with Kylie was darker than that. She almost looked purple in that. Who's that right there? But yeah, Kim Kardashian supposedly over the last couple of weeks did a photo shoot for a magazine or something.
And she was blacker than a motherfucker.
Yeah, so I gotta see the picture again for me to be like, eh. But I think I did see a couple pictures, and I think one of them she did look kind of like African-ish, and I think she was trying to do something. But sometimes the photographers do something with the light. But one picture I felt like people were just overreacting, and I think our girl Amanda Seales was the biggest reaction to it. She had something to say, basically because she got black kids. That don't give her an excuse to look however she wanted to look or something like that. But man.
If there's anybody who's gonna make a quick comment, I don't really follow Amanda Seales like that.
He said if there's anybody,
if there's anybody who would, it would be her. But I mean, again, like I at this point, like I really don't care too much for the Kardashians anymore. I think at this point they kind of just milk. Like in the beginning, it was cool, but now they kind of just milking the game with the same.
No, they've
act.
been doing that. Like it's literally nothing has changed.
It's the same. It's the same act. It's the same magic trick, and we all still getting fooled by the same magic trick. So at this point, it's kind of they're always gonna do some controversial shit to get you to be like, oh, this is why they don't like black. You know what I mean? Like, it's always gonna get onto a racial conversation with the Kardashians, and y'all still gonna keep watching their show. Y'all gonna still follow them on Instagram.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
still buying all the Kylie
shit.
packets.
Yeah, like y'all still gonna do the same shit. Y'all gonna have y'all 5 minutes of talking shit about them, and then you're gonna be back on it. So honestly, I'm not really the jokes and all that stuff. Not the jokes, but like the antics. I'm done with it. So it is this again. It's the same shit. It's the same thing. It's the same thing we get caught up on. So if y'all want to keep getting swindled, if y'all want to keep getting swindled by that shit, go ahead. But Chase P will not be. So that's my take on the Kardashians.
It's just a matter of what you put your time and your energy into. So it's been a very positive episode.
And stop watching Kim Kardashian and go out there and be bigger than Kim Kardashian.
Yo, that's the biggest thing. I think I mentioned that on this podcast before. That one thing that my father had told me when I was younger, because I really wanted to watch the VMAs, when I had like a summer reading assignment or something like that to do. He was like, "Yo, MTV is not paying you, so you shouldn't be paying your attention to them." And I was like, "Yo, technically you're right, but I really wanted to watch the VMAs." And I remember to this day that the reason was because Jamie Foxx was hosting.
Yeah.
And I wanted to watch Jamie Foxx host. And I did not know that I wanted to be a host back then, but I really enjoyed watching Jamie Foxx.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm working towards getting to a point where MTV is paying me. So
Yes.
that's what it's all about.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do some shout outs. I want everybody to go around the room. I said before we recorded, if you have anything important, anybody at all, even if you youted them out already, anybody that means something special to you in 2019, anybody that you hope to link up with in 2020, anything like that. Get as deep, as funny, as emotional as y'all want to get. Yout them out.
For me, I definitely like to give a shout out to my co-producer, a friend of mine named Rich Morris. He's definitely been helping me out with just trying to put content together. So I definitely want to give him a big shout out. I got to shout out my boy Pat, my boy Marv, just for being a friend of mine and holding me down. I got to give a big shout out to my boy Tedrick, who became a father.
Oh, wow.
I think maybe 2 years ago he became a father, and then recently got married. Moved his family out to Michigan, to make bigger moves. So I got to give a big shout out to Ted.
That's wild.
Doing his thing out there. Got to give a shout out to my sis, Chef Taj, for working her ass off.
Yes.
And, you know what I'm saying, working her ass off.
Killing the game. I love how we're all killing the game, yo.
Paying her motherfucking dues.
Yes.
Because that's what this shit is all about, is paying your dues. I got to give a shout out to my family for just supporting me and not looking at me as just like, oh, he's trying to, some people look at you when you in a creative space and, oh, that doesn't make any money and whatever. So just supporting me in my creative endeavors. I want to shout them out. I got to shout out the Pinot gang, man. Anybody who's part of it, anybody who's supporting it, man. This whole shit is not even about me. It's about us, and just us bettering ourselves. Becoming the best version of ourselves.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? All while enjoying a glass of wine. You know what I'm saying? So you see it like the way I tied that in.
One time.
You like the way I tied that in. So I definitely want to shout out everybody who fucks with the Pinot gang.
Yes.
Everybody who's part of the Pinot gang. I want to definitely give a shout out to the people who've been listening to us when we first started to now. First of all, we got to apologize for the hiatus, but niggas got to get their head right. So don't come at us for that. But thank you to our fan base, everybody who's been listening. I definitely want to give a big shout out to the girls at Unrated Unruly, Taylor and Virginia.
Yes.
Y'all really been doing your motherfucking thing, man. Just y'all too. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, just seeing y'all from when y'all first started to like where y'all at now.
Crazy, we started at the same time.
Yeah, so we kind of started at the same time, and like,
so very happy to watch y'all do y'all thing.
And just see y'all grow, man, and see y'all make that organic growth. Like, I really fucks with that. So
and keep
big
going.
Big shout out to Taylor. Big shout out to Virginia, man.
Yes.
What else? I gotta shout out my man who's really trying to pick his podcast game up here in New York. He's from Arizona. My man Ryan Mason. He's got a podcast called Cigars in the City. He's from Arizona. He was doing episodes out there, and now he moved to the city, and he's trying to pick up the podcast game here in the city. So I got to give a big shout out to him. I also got to give a big shout out to the fam, Kev, Rodeo over at 950 Lounge. Thank y'all for being on our podcast, and then I also got a chance to be on y'all show from the start, like from when I first started making films way back when, years ago.
And that's all it's about, man. Shit, man. It's about family and sharing your network. Because even, you know what I'm saying, if you knew them, you probably, not just because you their cousin, but you probably still would have been on there because you're doing your thing. Yeah. And that's what it's about, showcasing people that have talent, man.
Yeah, man. So I got to give a big shout out to them.
Same thing, 950 Lounge, keep going.
Yeah, 950 Lounge, keep doing your thing. All the people, I don't know everybody's name there, but, all the people who are part of it, keep doing your thing, keep working, keep grinding. Also, who else? I think this is gonna be a long ass shout out for.
It is for everybody. I hope if you're listening, first off, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep this thing going because it's the end of the year, and a lot of people have gone into helping us, shape us as men, as people within our industry, and just as podcasters. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't continue to do this if people weren't listening.
Definitely.
So thank you to y'all.
So also got to shout out Ariel, Darcel,
all of our guests,
all of my guests who've been on it, on the show. Definitely Ariel, she was a guest on the show. Yes. And my homegirl Jen Ford, who also has her podcast as well. Thank you for being a guest on the show. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for your input. And definitely a big shout out to y'all, just for holding them motherfucking down. Who else I want to give a shout out to? Shit, I gotta give a shout out to the BX Borough just cause y'all been holding a nigga down since birth. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I mean that's really all I got off the top of the dome.
That's it.
Hopefully I hit, some of the most important people. Damn, hold up. I think I got another shout out.
I was gonna say I wanted Phoenix to get some shout outs in. We want to get these. We want to get these on tape. Come on, give me one. Just one.
Just randomly, I want to give a shout out to my boy Marquise.
Yes. Marquise
over at
man.
Yahoo News. The man just got verified on Instagram. He got the blue check, so I just got to give him that.
And his work is verified too. Some people you see, I can't wait to get mine. I don't know if they'll care that much, but yeah, some people you see them get that check and you be like, but what have you done?
Yeah,
aside from have a lot of followers or something like that. His work is verified. This man interviewing all the greats, traveling. I love it, man.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. So I got to give a big shout out to Marquise.
Shout out to Marquise
for doing his thing. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it for me.
Word up. I'm trying not to get too specific, but definitely want to shout out. Definitely want to shout out all my people from Stationhead once again. Everybody that's ever listened to my show. Anybody that's ever sent me a song. Again, I was doing a radio show every Monday through Wednesday at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. I think I'm going to push it back to 11 in the end of February Eastern Standard Time when I come back. But yeah, I will still be on Stationhead. You can still send me Apple Music links to my DM if you want me to play your music or if you have somebody that you know that makes music. But shout out to the whole Stationhead family. R-Star, Serena, Raj, Dan, everybody, Gabby, Anna, every single person over there, because these guys really do something special over there. So if you guys are not familiar with the app called Stationhead, please get on it and download it right now. Shout out to my movement people once again. Happy to be back. Anybody that has anything to do with the movement, again, DJ Drewski from Hot 97, my guy Scotty, Chicano, all of those guys over there, amazing people. DJ Hover Ian is the new host over there, so shout out to him doing this thing, holding it down. I was happy to be able to make the very last one of 2019 also. Again, the podcast is like he mentioned, Unrated Unruly Ladies. Amazing job. Very inspiring watching you guys. Hope to be able to get on the podcast again or tell people, oh my God, I knew them when you guys are blowing up and doing all types of live shows. Speaking of live shows, my girl Kati, who held it down for one of our episodes. Also, Baby Oprah, not the Need to Know.
Oh, I didn't even, yeah. I was supposed to.
The Voice of Reason podcast. Kati is Kadi has been doing her thing. She did her very first live show for her birthday a couple weeks ago, and yeah, same thing. Very happy to see the growth and looking forward to seeing much more of it. And I want her to turn it into more. Like, some people think that they could find happiness or they could find safety or comfort in working for somebody else. She's one person that don't need to. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to realize that about themselves. Also, yeah, the Need to Know podcast too. Savon and Alex and Steph, they've been doing their thing, killing it with the Joe Budden podcast creation. And I always want to shout out Joe Budden because he's somebody that has been inspiring me since the beginning of my career also. So that dude is super dope. Shout out to the whole crew over there as well. Clipper Nation. I know some of you guys are listening. I got to shout out Clipper Nation. Thank you so much for accepting me and being a part of my dream. And I can't wait to see what we're going to do. So anybody, my Clippers family, please and thank you for paying attention to the podcast. Anything you want to ask me about it or any part of my life that you want to know more information about because I'm new to you guys, please tap me on the shoulder and ask me about, and I'm an open book, so I'll tell you. Any of my haters randomly.
Oh, yes. Big shout out to the haters.
Because they out there, you know what I'm saying? You would think, I'm such a likable guy, but everybody in some way, shape, or form, and this is why you can't put too much information out for people. There's haters out there. So definitely thank you to y'all for giving us so much attention. I see y'all looking at my stories. It's okay. It's okay. I feel the energy, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay. I hope to turn you guys into people that love us, because technically you have to love us a little bit just to hate.
Just to hate.
So sorry that we make you feel that way. Shout out to all the people
who hate listen to our.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sorry that we make you feel that way, but hope we can make you feel even better, because it's all love over here. All my friends with babies, Enrique and Priscilla just had a baby. Cam and Michelle got another baby on the way. Clive and Lizette, Chef Lily, who makes amazing coquito. We've shouted them out before. Congratulations to you guys on your new additions to the family. Phoenix's son just turned 3. Yes. Manny's son just turned 2. All my friends got babies now,
there you
man.
Go. And shout out to all the chicks out there that got all 12 of their periods this month. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Shout out to all the chicks that got all 12 of their periods this month. I know there's a couple chicks out here that thought a nigga was going to let it slip in and let it go.
I'm dead.
But you still kept it together, baby girl. I feel you on that.
I really did. Of course, I want to thank you guys, of course, for making this such a crazy journey over this last year. It's been a whole year, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. So, of course, Phoenix for donating his time and his studio to us, and Chase for actually making it out to New Jersey. God damn it. So I appreciate you guys, the entire Pinot gang. Thank you guys for making this a great experience, for supporting us, for requesting more episodes, for responding to random polls and listening and stuff like that. I took like a glimpse at our Spotify numbers. Everybody did the year-end thing. Obviously, I feel like more people listen on Apple Music than I think actually more people listen on Spotify. But yeah, thank you guys for all of that. Or SoundCloud, for some reason, a lot of people listen on SoundCloud. So thank you for that, everybody that listens. If you guys want to hear more, like I said, we're going to come back. So please, any type of input that you guys want to add, please do so. Please follow us on broswithnohoespodcast.com. Also want to thank my family. Of course, we talked about Taj doing big things. Dr. Niles, my brother, is doing big things. Taylor also had a baby recently, and Taylor's coming back from maternity leave to do big things. Cousin Jasmine, CJ, Chantel, everybody, y'all are doing big things, and I want to see my family succeed even more. And of course, I cannot leave the year without thanking my beautiful, beautiful queen, Jasmine. Thank you so much for all the support and goofiness that you put up with.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And me talking shit about you to thousands of people on a constant basis. So I love you for that. And yeah, man. And as always, let's see if he remembers it. Let's see. Let's see if he remembers it.
Oh my God. As always, if you have any parties, events, any social gatherings, please do not invite us, because we do not have any hoes. It's the season finale of the Bros With No Hoes podcast.
Yes.
Peace.
No disrespect.
Yes, no disrespect.